terrific matchup for you today. Rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. On the option. He'll toss it. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll return it from the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Shotgun, they go to the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Arizona State. He got a step and just dusted the field. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Godet.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get him in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Right on the money. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Clemens. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle, it's Clemens. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding an escape route. Quarterback gets enough. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Trying to make that rush fake on the draw play here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. It's a draw. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to go up top. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Memphis will be forced to punt. Looks it in at the 40. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David.
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. Flips it out to the back. Bounced off his feet. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clemens. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
At the 23. And first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentage.
There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good...
There he goes! He's at the 40. At the 20. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Makes the grab. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught over the middle. It's carry on. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Caught in the backfield. It's busted. Touchdown, Memphis! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And the Listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Would have finished it with a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 23 to Colorado.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll ride the hot hand. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. He's got it along the sideline. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to... as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The inside handoff. Turning it on! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Snagged in the middle. It's Clemens. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Gaudet. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
They get to him as he throws. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down.
He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
You know, it's funny, in an age when there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaudet. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He wants to throw it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver. Albeit very slight.
Man, that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Lining up for the onside kick. Just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For